that good enough?
That's not quite what we were after, sir.
Right, I'll try. Alright, let's do this again then. Hello, everybody on the internet, all you little marks. Welcome to the weekly wrestling podcast show here on SoundCloud, here on YouTube, and possibly sometime in the future here on iTunes.
One day that fucking thing will start working.
And then we can be a real podcast.
I was never confused.
Never confused, it's been a year. I am going... Okay, I'm sorry, our audience who's back again for this week has decided just to wave his fingers, which are rather Skeletor-like, and right in front of us. Oh shit, I mentioned Skeletor again on this podcast.
Hey man, I will be on top this time.
I, of course, am the Geek King, the Nasty Nerd, the Maniacal Mark, the Extreme Enthusiast, the Duke of Dweebs, the Lord of Losers, the Master of Marvel, the Dictator of DC, and the Director of Dark Horse?
Director of Dark Horse.
The Dictator of Dark Horse.
No, Director of Dark Horse, the Dictator of DC.
You made them ones up.
Yeah, and don't forget the patron saint.
The socially awkward. I'm the champion of jobbers. I have a lot of things, a lot of names, and I'm worshipped by a lot of people. I am a master and a beautiful beard, and of course...
Well, no, not to mention the reigning, defending, total markout quiz champion, the Beast, Geek King!
I like that. And of course I am, as always, joined by my co-host, my Markins armour. That's right, MIA. My Markin armour, my brother-in-arms, of course, the pedantic prick, the professional producer. That's right.
What's a professional?
Same thing. Same thing. The professor of producing. There you go. Did that better? You like that one?
Well, if you need help remembering, we have these awesome t-shirts at our shop now, but on the back it actually lists our nicknames.
Well, a few of mine.
Some of yours. The t-shirts don't make the t-shirts that big.
And he, of course...
We call them bed sheets.
He, of course, is that B.O. double crooked letter boss. He is SteveJones313, and in the background from time to time you'll hear some fucking noise at some point, no doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, blast from the past! It is the Funk himself! The Lone Walker One!
What's up, bitches?
And he is currently playing WWE 2K15.
Did you know that on the ground grapple, if you go for Austin's side elbow, they actually put a black box in to censor the middle fingers?
Yes, because it's PG.
Fuck PG!
Alright, you fucking attitude era, Mark.
Anyway,
Yeah?
we are here. Now we have some very important things. Let me just check to make sure we got this podcast ready. Are you ready? Do we have... Right, fans of wrestling.
Yes.
Yep.
Do we have beer?
Yes.
Yep.
Do we have
Yeah.
a wine? Do we have wine for this lady right here? By that I mean me.
Fruit-based drink or wine for the lady.
Those be the rules!
And if we didn't have rules, where would it be?
France.
If we had too many rules, where would it be?
Germany.
And we have rules where involve donkeys getting full of churches, where would it be? Spain, that's right.
I love me a little bit of wine. I also love to wine. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know. But wrestling, my friend.
Wrestling.
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 Oh dear God. We've got
Wrestling.
We've got Hell in a Cell to talk about.
Yep, Hell in a Cell. Hell
Ooh.
in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell, the second most demonic structure ever devised since Vince McMahon's Sex Dungeon. And frankly,
You've been waiting to use that one all year.
no. Anyway,
Wine does good on you.
wine is good on me. I like wine.
Wine.
Anyway, so we are here to talk about Hell in a Cell. Oh my God, Hell in a Cell.
Let's get through Hell in a Cell, and we can do it rather quickly. The Divas matches were okay, if not a bit sloppy.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they changed the ruling that the loser of the Bellas match wouldn't be the bitch.
No.
She would simply be the personal assistant.
Well, because you can't. It's PG. You can't be a bitch. You can't do that.
I don't think Nikki Bella knows what PG means.
Well, she has an Instagram. She's never learned PG, and God bless her for it.
Yes. Now the winner of that match was,
Nikki Bella.
therefore, Brie.
Well, so therefore, technically, the winner is John Cena.
Yes. So Brie becomes Nikki's assistant.
Yes.
So Daniel loses again. She gets her a smoothie later on as her first act. And she goes, that's great, you did everything perfectly. Pulls it over her head, and suddenly Brazzers.com appeared on my screen, and I don't know what happened after that.
Well,
I believe she then went, now go get me one.
yeah. Now, one match you've got to talk about.
Well, I was about to finish the Divas match.
All right.
Then you
I
had,
thought you already had.
you had the championship match, Paige versus AJ. That was on there as well. That was a match.
It was a match.
It
yes.
was good. It was decent, but once again,
I didn't know you were covering
some-
all the Divas match in one go.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I'm the WWE. I'm trying to get over one segment.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, so we try. So as usual, it felt lacking because we'd seen this match for the last 3 or 4 pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Kind of getting on Alberto Del Rio's Sheamus level.
Yeah, and the fact is that throwing Alicia Fox in there just doesn't really add to it. It's just kind of like Kevin Nash slamming a chair to the side of the ring because he can't move the fucking ring and he doesn't know what else to do.
Yeah. Although I will say this, AJ Lee and Brie, AJ Lee, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Paige try to kill me with their attires.
Yes, they did.
Our audience agrees. Along with that, so other match.
Paige's shows are just getting more and more transparent every show.
Oh,
And I
God.
am not complaining about it.
Dibs.
One day, Paige will just come out with a belt, and I ain't talking about the Divas Championship.
Here's open.
I was trying to just wear the Divas Championship.
Now, she has to take it off AJ first.
Did you make the strip championship joke?
Yes.
Good. Proud of you, Callum.
There was a match on Hell in a Cell that A-Rai said could potentially be match of the year.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if there is one thing...
Hey, right. If there's one person you want to go to for your match of the year predictions, it's Alex fucking Riley.
And you too could go A-Rai. Wow.
Fuck off, you varsity villain.
Wow. Wait, that's a great catchphrase, son. Yeah.
What do you do? Spend all of 5 seconds working that one out?
Yeah. And the Biz was the... Okay. Never mind.
Awesome!
Close. But anyway, there is one guy who happens to be the Swiss Clark Kent, the Swiss Superman. And he seems to favour a certain match type.
2 out of 3 balls.
And
I did ask for this match type last week on Total Markup.
And when you give this guy a 2 out of 3 falls match,
Yes.
magic is created, but I did not see this coming.
Beautiful match.
Dolph Ziggler, 2 straight wins in a 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah, and I mean, there was so many highlights of that match.
Oh, God.
But the one that sticks out for me is currently, with it being almost a week ago at the time of recording, would be I'm just gonna carry you, climb up the top up to the second rope, and then do a superplex. No, Cesaro. People don't work that way.
Stop. The physics, you had one job.
Yes, but that was a great match. I really enjoyed that. And I didn't
But what a
call it.
great way of pushing your IC champ.
Yeah.
Give him 2 straight wins against a guy like Cesaro. And Cesaro didn't look weak or anything.
And then on Raw they pushed him even more, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, of course.
We'll try and keep on top of the hell and stuff.
So that was
Last
a great
thing we
match.
need to do is try and get off topic like we did last week.
So that was a great match. Right. Now you want to talk about guys that a great match that had a disappointing ending. Randy Orton. And for the last time we'll ever hear it, well, because he will never hear it, even though he stopped doing it, I'll do it one time. John Cena!
You got fired. You got fired.
In fairness, there is a history between King and Justin. But anyway.
Prick.
Yeah, anyway. So, it was Randy, and I said Randy Orton was on his fucking A game.
Yep.
And this was my random.
And I got that message sent to me.
Oh, right. Yeah, I may have said some really, really...
I can find them if you want, boss. Let me find them for you.
Because I was watching this and commenting, because I had work so I could watch it live, so I was watching it a couple of days later, whilst Skyping to Geek over the text chatting, and I
the
said...
last time that one of us did that was me watching... Oh, it must have been... What was it? It was Rusev versus...
Yes.
It was Rusev versus Mark Henry, so it must have been Night of Champions?
Yeah, I said...
Night of Champions, and I went off on one the entire time, and then boss just sent me some rather...
I said some bad things.
Yeah, he did.
I said bad things, which
Yeah.
I've never said in my life. In fact, the things that I said shocked Geek so fucking much. In fact, to be fair, if Callum and Adam heard them, they would probably be like, "That, Stephen, clearly you didn't say that." But we don't have to hear what I said. We can just move on. But let me talk more about Randy Orton and how awesome he is. Now, Randy Orton...
Well, I know when you're watching Total Divas afterwards, you called Brie Bella a cunt.
She is!
I know, but let's move on.
She is.
We'll get to that point.
Now, here's the thing, right? This was the Randy Orton that I enjoy watching in the ring. Just clever, maniacal, evil, tenacious, and you know what? An actual fucking threat. The Viper as the Viper. And he was just fucking matching Cena in every way, shape or form. And the stuff he was doing, and he was taking a beating, he was giving a beating. It was a brilliant stuff. And Cena doing the same bullshit. And I was getting angry because it was like, Randy was pulling out more than he normally does. We've seen him in his matches doing the SmackDown.
Fucking hell. That fucking New England Patriot cunt socket. Can't you just fucking lose for once, you boring vanilla flavoured pus-filled cunt of a cockatude? I hope he chokes on Brock's dick, the fucking cunt. Fucking sick of his stupid fucker polluting the wrestling's business. I mean, that was disappointing.
I said they didn't need to know what I said.
Everyone needs to know.
Do you know what's great? The next match...
So many bleeps in this episode.
I'm not bleeping it.
We're not a blip.
This is total markout.
Best thing about this is Sheamus versus Miz followed. Boss's reaction to that was just as nice. I couldn't give a flying fuck if you gave me Tory Lane and a Boeing 747.
Yeah, well...
The US title is a pretty belt, and then he started talking about the commentaries.
The
Commentators.
Yeah.
JBL, you know what's ironic? JBL, born in Texas, moved to New York. Cole, born in New York, moved to Texas. Now I realise the truth. JBL was trying to escape Cole's commentary.
Fact after going now.
Yeah, match is over. Yay, Sheamus, wonderful. I love Miz Dow. The skit is more entertaining than the match. JBL pulling Cole and King afterwards was fun too.
Right, okay, so as I said, Randy Orton delivering an A game. John Cena, on the other hand, same old shit. Although
I think Show could do it. He's going to. If he's going to, he could do it tonight, and it wouldn't hurt Rusev. Nice submission move by Show. Mark, you better not screw Big Show. Damn it! Fine, moving on. AJ Lee versus Paige. Oh Lord, there are tires. Oh my Lord.
Okay, right, so now that
This
we're...
cunt in the audience needs to shut the fuck up. See? You know exactly who I'm talking about. But yeah, probably...
What is this, Steve Jones say what's doing the fucking audiobook? Available on Kindle. Bye.
Weird match, again it felt lacking. I think Fox was completely unnecessary. Ambrose versus Rollins. We'll get to that one when we get to that one. Because that was funny.
We're all gonna die.
His commentary was fucking hilarious. Your commentary during that match was hilarious.
Now, John Cena...
We've just heard your thoughts about John Cena, right?
He picked up...
Can we
No, I want to talk about this, right? John Cena picks up these steps, launches them...
Right, if you're going to talk about this, move that can.
He launches these steps at Randy Orton. Randy's like... Randy Orton's like, oh shit! Fucking flashes it across the other side of the cell. Just like, well, that was fucking close.
Can I just point out how I love the fact that when you're pissed off with him, he's Randy. When you love him, he's your Randall.
He's my Randall. And when he pisses me off, it's like, you know how when parents, when they're telling you off, they use your full name?
Yeah, Daniel James Adamson.
Really? I thought it was Geek Your Majesty King.
Not to be doubted, though.
Alright. but
why?
when it's like Steve the Warrior Jones 313. Well, I'm not going to use my real name.
Or Hedgy Brick.
Hedgy Brick. You know, well, it's the reverse. When I like it, Randall. When it's like Randy.
Right.
Alright, that's just the way it is.
Okay.
I don't want to hear any more of this shenanigans.
I wasn't talking about the shenanigans you were.
This is true.
I only have half a bottle left, this is not good. Anyway, now.
Do you want to run up and pick you some more?
Don't tempt me.
Got half an hour.
Yeah, I'm tempting you.
Now.
Got half an hour.
You're always tempting me. Now. I was never confused. Anyway, now. The point is.
That red wine again.
No, it was an Al Murray joke.
I know.
Now.
I didn't say that.
John Cena.
No, let me just wave the bottle.
John Cena. John fucking Cena.
We've heard your thoughts about John.
Shut your mouth!
We are wasting too much time on John Cena.
Exactly.
I do not want to see John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for a third time.
You're gonna see it.
I don't want to.
It's already signed.
But who cares?
Signed, sealed, delivered.
But who
It's
cares?
yours.
But who cares? Because I might die in that time. Because we won't get to see it till, I don't know, Royal Rumble or something.
Yeah, it ain't having a Survivor Series, but once again, we'll get to that point.
So Daniel Bryan isn't allowed to keep the World Championship. He's got to go get surgery. He'll be out for over 30 days, so he can't, fulfill the 30-day obligation where one must defend their championship, regardless of which one it is, within the 30 days. But Brock Lesnar is perfectly fine. What? Is it because no one's got the fucking cojones to go up to him and go, you have a contractual obligation? And Brock just goes,
Stephen, it can't be that. Because instead, they have to go to his advocate, Paul Heyman, who is the one behind...
Fuck off!
oh.
In 21-1.
I'm gonna smash your fucking lights out.
Giant cigarette.
So the fact is,
Oh, you.
who cared? I mean,
Ambrose versus Rollins. A match that started on the fucking cell with J&J security getting their ass kicked.
who would have thought in a million years that Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, of former M&M fame,
And the Straight Society.
would find themselves on top of a Hell in a Cell fighting John Moxley as Tyler Black is trying to sneak up from behind in a WWE ring on top of a Hell in a Cell. Which is, what the fuck happened? If I told you that years ago, you'd been like,
Fuck off.
what?
The fuck you been smoking?
Of course, if I had also told you that Brock Lesnar would beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, ending his streak.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah, well.
Listen,
That
just because
was
someone pissed in your
necessarily
cornflakes don't mean you have to try and take it out on me.
Someone pisses my cornflakes, you all get to taste the piss.
Fuck that. I don't eat anyone else's
No,
cereal unless it's
thank
off them.
you. I like Weetabix.
Will you hush from the crowd?
No, Super Dragon.
But Seth Rollins...
Fuck off. Fuck
But
off.
Seth- But Seth Rollins and... Well, it's not John Moxley, Dean Ambrose, that's the one.
Team.
Dean Ambrose.
Sparkle it.
I just mentioned his name and I forgot, shut your face. They did an amazing match. After...
They beat the living shit out of each other. They did a Shawn Michaels table drop, both of them,
Got him a witness! He's broken in half!
before the bell had even gone.
Yeah, then the match starts.
We're all gonna die.
This was amazing.
Yeah?
That match, and then the ending
Actually,
with...
I can tell you how amazing that was.
Oh god, here we
Back
go.
to the SteveJones313 commentary.
Every month this will be a new segment in the fucking show.
Oh, I fucking hope so.
Can we have title cards?
Oh, can we have segments?
Yeah.
Can we have a jingle?
I've got a horrible feeling that when I'm not looking, you're going to log into our shop account and you're going to make t-shirts of just my quotes about John Cena.
Idea.
Ambrose versus Rollins. And here we go. Oh fuck, Dean is ready for a fight. We're all gonna die. Dean, Hell in a Cell. My response? Fuck me, he's gonna kill Seth. Geek King, watching Hell in a Cell. Look on the bright side, Noble Mercury. You finally got a pay-per-view main event, sort of. Fuck! That's gutted my witness, they are broken in half. You could not pay me to take that kind of bump. No fucking way. Dean is insane. Dean does not hold back his chair shots. Seth ain't selling, he's fucking praying. Dean could become king of the cell. Through the table! Jesus Christ! Is there anything these two won't do? King would make an awesome fireman. There's a fire out of nowhere. I'll deal with it. At which point I pointed out, maybe he's a fire warden for the authority. Laughed my arse off. Fuck, I thought Dean might win there. This match is awesome. Cinder blocks! What the fuck is that chanting? Sounds German. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Holograms! Holy fuck! Shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? But what is this all about? Why, Dean? This is fucking creepy. But my response was, but I can't wait to Raw. Same, though I won't see it until tomorrow night. Watching Total Divas. And his
My
first...
favourite part of that is the what the fuck? What the fuck?
No, it gets better. It gets better. Watching Total Divas. Damn it, Cena, won't you even sell to your lass?
Because they had a little contest and he just dominated. It was just like, you won't even sell.
That's what he does. He dominates. This right here is what you call domination. It's a combination of skill and combination. My mouth's getting drunk and I haven't even fucking had a drink.
It's a combination.
Skill and combination.
Combination.
Yeah, I believe the actual word my brain was looking for was dedication.
It's alright.
You were correct.
You know, if there's any artists here, I dare you to make fan art of me in that commentary.
I would fucking love it. I would, to quote Kevin Keegan, I would love it if we beat him. I would absolutely love it.
But anyhow, it was an
Anyone who doesn't
astounding
know
match.
who Kevin Keegan is.
Keegan!
It was an astounding match.
It was a fucking great Hell in a Cell with one of the greatest fucking finishes at pay-per-view I've seen in a long time. The match itself is getting largely overlooked because of how good that fucking ending was. But the Hell in a Cell, I would rank that Hell in a Cell match up in my top 5. And my top 5 is how to fucking get him.
Amazing. It is. And then the Raw that follows, I kind of felt disappointed by, but wasn't terrible.
Wasn't terrible, no, it wasn't terrible. We got an explanation of we got a Bray Wyatt explanation of why he attacked Dean through a hologram.
Essentially, they're both monsters.
And what's great is the fact that Bray's returned, but we still don't know where Luke is hunting and where Eric is making them feel like he felt, which is kind of scary.
Although I've just noticed that Bray Wyatt and the Doctor have the same message, which is essentially, run. How's it weird thing?
Yeah, but if the doctor tells you to run, you run with him. Bray Wyatt tells you to run, you go, shit, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the time with the Doctor, it's shit, I'm gonna die as well.
Yeah, but
you run with the Doctor.
Yeah, but the difference is the Doctor doesn't look like me with long hair and speak with a Louisiana accent. He could in the next generation.
What are those
next
regen? I think pretty much
Pardon.
anyone could do a Bray Wyatt promo. As long as what you talk about has some kind of basic point.
Yeah.
And you can throw whatever poetic shit you want in there. And then just so people are just like if your point is that you're both a monster, you just be like, men like them, they have nightmares, but we don't. We have reality.
Yeah, exactly.
And as long as you stick to that point, you can do a Bray Wyatt promo.
Seth came out and pissed out the entire IWC.
Yeah.
Because everybody was pissed. The IWC was pissed at the fact that the match never got a clean win. Right? So the storyline didn't wrap up. You know why the storyline didn't wrap up? Because that's your WrestleMania match. You fucking idiots. They're going to keep it going. Daniel Bryan versus Your Authority got Bray Wyatt interjected in the middle of it because he's perfect fucking adversary for just taking out random people he wants to. So he's done that. The next match you're going to get at WrestleMania, I guarantee it'll be Seth versus Dean and it'll be a fucking fight too. And I said it last week, I said it the week before, I would love to see the triple threat of the Shield for the main event for the title. And I explained how to do that as well. If you want to listen to that, go back to them and listen to it. I ain't going to repeat it again. It's like JC says, you want to hear my old songs? Buy my old albums.
Yeah. And that's
Or buy my t-shirts. I'm poor. Link in the comments section.
Yeah, we have a shop. Buy our t-shirts. Buy.
Now, when it comes to Seth Rollins, he did the perfect heel thing and came out and said, I'm finished with Dean Ambrose, I beat that bastard. That's what you do as a heel.
Yep.
What do you want him to do? Come out and go, you know, I didn't really win cleanly, but I'm going to take it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he did, bitches.
But I can't wait to just see Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt just
But
tear
we
it
did
down.
get a very, very, very good reaction to the whole Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins situation when live via satellite, or as many eyewitnesses were, probably in the back room of the San Antonio arena because he was there backstage taking photos with fans before he entered the arena, was Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he was.
So basically, not shit it is, and now a moment with Roman Reigns. I'm gonna kill Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
That was a moment with Roman Reigns.
Well, yeah.
Awesome, did the job. Geeks are very happy with that.
Absolutely.
Now, we are kind of stuck with a big blank middle of Raw.
Yeah.
They had things that didn't really care about because you didn't really care about them. Well, we had a Mark Henry turn for no apparent reason.
Well, because
The obviously storyline is going to be that. Why do you think you can do something I couldn't?
surely at this point you can set your watch by set your calendar by Mark Henry's turns.
Well, it used to be like, no, it's seasons of Mark Henry. It's Kane for turns.
Of course.
Kane, you go for months. Seasons is Mark Henry. You know, he's a winter heel.
Winter is coming.
It is. Sorry, I had a thought about winter coming. And back in the room.
Welcome to Total Mark. No, but yeah, I mean, Mark Henry just like
So we had it's
spotlight hogging, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Why do you think he can do something I can't?
Blah,
We get it,
blah,
right?
blah, blah, blah.
Rusev came out and celebrated his dominance. SmackDown, he said he's challenged Sheamus to the US title so that he could, which I predicted last week.
Yeah, on SmackDown, yeah.
You predicted it as well. He wants to take it back and present it to Vladimir Putin.
At which point Vladimir Putin's going, do I give a fuck?
But it's classic
Who the fuck
evil.
is this guy?
But it's classic evil foreigner technique.
course.
Tactic 101. Look at Sergeant Slaughter and the Iraqis. Where he's quote unquote presented the WWE, then WWF World Championship to Saddam Hussein. Yes, we had Sergeant Slaughter, that all-American G.I. Joe, as an Iraqi sympathizer. For those of you who don't know what 1991 was because you weren't born yet.
But anywho, there was a
There's
big.
people in this room!
But
The audience is laughing because I'm making a joke and it's not even a dig at them, I'm just making a joke.
no,
Pretending to cry.
no, I will say.
No, whoa. I haven't finished talking about the blankness that was in the middle that was filled by a shining light. The inspirational Bo Dallas came out and
I am running out
did
of
an
wine.
open challenge to the reaction of Feed Me More!
And it wasn't me at the buffet.
Feed Me More! Feed Me More!
Yes, Ryback has made his return.
Ryback returned as Ryback! Not as the prick with a Twitter account, Ryback22, but Ryback! It was amazing and I instantly went, all is forgiven!
And he did an awesome backstage promo as well.
I was just happy to see Ryback come out, destroy some bitch, done, finish it! Beat her clothesline, finish it! Oh, it's the fucking, what's he called again? My mind's gone blank! Damn you, Elixir! The meat hook, there's a fin, there's... Someone, shell shot! Head works!
I know you get there eventually.
It hits the shell shot, and the inspirational Bo Dallas has just learned that you can't beat Ryback, even if you do. Bo, leave! My Bo Dallas impression's fucking spot on.
It was a sad moment indeed.
Why? Because you're out of wine?
Yes, indeed.
We'll send him to get more. The audience left.
Nah, it's fine. I'm not spending more money on wine. Ridiculous. Anyway.
Make him spend it.
He also kind of could. Anyway.
Ryback came out, it was amazing. The crowd giving him a huge pop, giving the Ryback reaction. It was really cool. I honestly thought he'd been let go. I'd heard reports that he had, due to his injury, wasn't able to recover from it.
Well,
But
I hadn't heard such things. If I'm honest, I hadn't heard such things.
So it was really cool to see it. I was happy to see it. And then we'll get to the whole John Cena hogging our show up again.
Oh, John Cena has to do something because he's not going to get Brock Lesnar fucking some.
Well, that's what we all thought. We Survivor Series. It's a big enough pay-per-view for it.
Yeah.
But apparently not. Brock's contract only has certain dates, and some of the dates apparently that are on it are the run between. Well, they changed it so that SummerSlam up to Night of Champions was going to be added. So therefore, that took away the Survivor Series moment if they were going to do it. And he has a Royal Rumble to WrestleMania one.
Is this not a damn good reason that you do not put a top title on a part-timer with that limited?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you look at someone like Rob Van Dam,
Yeah.
his contract wasn't as limited.
No.
Now, if you got, say, Kurt Angle back, and you had him on his part-time contract, the same as Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
I'd be the same. I'd be like, look, I love the guy.
I understand what you're saying, but quite frankly,
Yep.
I'm not really missing the title
I am.
because the other feuds have been better, you know. But,
But here's my problem.
but I'm the same guy that doesn't think that the WWE needs CM Punk to return for it to be better. I'm the
No,
same.
we're done with. I think
yeah.
we're done with Punk.
I'm the same guy that doesn't think the Raws have been atrocious the last few
No,
weeks.
no,
I'm the same guy who thinks that there's always something you can look at and go, that's positive, that's a
Yeah,
positive, that's a
but
positive.
my-
When it comes to the title,
Yeah.
yes, it's a missing factor and it should be showcased.
Yeah.
And I did think the Survivor Series was where it should have been and where it should have gone. But obviously they changed their mind. What they're doing is they're going to do the Royal Rumble. Because let's just say it right now. There is a pay-per-view between Survivor Series and Royal Rumble. But you're not going to get a Brock Lesnar versus John Cena match at TLC.
But you know, this is exactly what I think is going to kill the pay-per-view kind of storyline run things, because of the network, they don't have to worry about putting on the big classics. Now, I'm not saying pay-per-views are never going to work ever again. I'm not saying that the kids are going to kill the business. What I'm saying is, I think we're going to get a long run of pay-per-views with very, very lackluster cards. Not the talent's fault, but because they.
I don't think the.
No, but here's the reason why.
is gonna
Because
do that.
Vince McMahon himself said we don't have to worry about making the world title a big issue for each other. And I'm going, it's the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. If you're not going to give a shit about it, why should I give a shit about it?
Because he went for 4. This is the same man that had 7 years of Bruno Sammartino. He's the same man who had 3 years of Bob Backlund, I believe, and 4 years of Hulk Hogan, and all of that was pre-pay-per-view. The man knows that if the world title will always mean something to fans. Well, the idea is now is to make it a special attraction, so that you don't have it every pay-per-view. But when it happens, it's a big thing. It's the world title's fine on the line. It's like a boxing thing. Boxing don't have the world championship on the line every thing.
I respectfully disagree, because this is the 21st century. We're very, very, very close to the second decade of the third decade of this century, and I honestly think that. I mean, again, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't say I agree with our old colleague Jisby that titles are everything, because you can have championships, so you can have matches where you don't need the title on the line, and past pay-per-views have proven that. And something like Survivor Series and Royal Rumble, you want the named match to
Survivor
be...
Series, I want the titles.
Yeah,
I don't want the titles, I want Survivor Series matches.
Yeah, exactly. Which I know what you meant there. Yeah. And I agree that when you have a pay-per-view that has a named match, and I'm not talking about Hell in a Cell, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, you know, these are situations where I feel that that match should be the most important one.
I get you.
So, for example, I
yes.
was annoyed when Kurt Angle's World Heavyweight Championship match against Mark Henry was the main event, just because The Undertaker was coming back to show he was going to challenge for it, just to get screwed over by Mark Henry later on in life.
No Way Out.
Yes, so, which led to the...
rematch.
Which was the
SmackDown.
casket match at the WrestleMania.
22.
Because Undertaker said, I've got your number. Now,
Yes.
the fact is, the reason why it concerns me, I mean, and again, and I don't speak for anyone else but me, the reason why is because to me, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship is the pinnacle. Yeah. I'm kind of like Austin, where Austin said, no, sorry, let me phrase that. I'm not quite like Austin. God, I wish, but I'm not.
I am.
No. He says he's drinking a beer.
Good old Steve
Weiser. But the fact is, for me, if you're in the business, your goal is to do a title, and that's fair enough. Now, that doesn't mean you can be going after the title 24/7. You've got other shit to do. But going without it for a month, I'm like, all right, you can get away with that. 2 months, I'm like, you're pushing it now. TLC's coming along. The chances of that won't have one. It's like. Really?
I
will say before
to give a Royal Rumble thing.
Yeah.
Let me give you the numbers. If we don't have a pay-per-view, or we don't have any WWE World Heavyweight Championship match pre Royal Rumble, it will be 127 days.
Yeah.
4 months and 5 days. It will be, including the day since the last the title match, including that day, and including the day of the Royal Rumble.
So from day it was won to day it was defended again.
Will be 4 months and 5 days. I understand your plight, right? I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I really do. But to me, I believe if you can build a match up to mean something to a big enough degree. And you build the championship up, right? I do feel that the championship should have a more of a presence on the show. I feel that they should see the show a bit more. I agree that Brock appearing on the show would be good. Heyman is doing a good job of reminding everybody whenever he's on the show, which is a good little thing.
Could I slide in one little point there? I would even be happy to see Heyman carry the title. If you gave me that.
Heyman on a video screen with a title, with the title in the background.
Yeah, give me that.
Yeah, that would be fine with me, right? I understand, and I believe they're doing a good job.
Yeah. Heyman is doing a great job.
Yes, and I do believe that what they're doing is to try and build it to the point that because they gave you Cena versus Brock at SummerSlam, that was a big match because, well, it was built up to be a fight and Brock hates Cena and everything else, and Cena just got absolutely destroyed. And then what they did, they gave you straight away, they shouldn't have done it, straight away it was Brock versus Cena in the rematch, because they feel the only man that can fight Brock Lesnar on a pay-per-view and get the big number, whether it be subscriptions to the WWE Network, whether it be pay-per-view buy rates, whether it be international rates or whatever, is John Cena.
Yeah.
Now, I think they're wrong. I think Randy could do it. I think Randy could do it. I think he could do Triple H there. I think if Bryan was healthy, you could have given Bryan and he would give good numbers. Obviously, if Punk was here, Punk would do it as well. Yeah. It's proven in the past. There are a few, it's not many that can give you a good match, but give you good numbers. Dean would give you good numbers, Seth would give you good numbers. Necessarily a good match? No. Roman was on his way to being that next guy in that next spot.
Can I just interject as well? Like, just one point. Yeah. I'm not going to derail you. Opinion thing. Do you know what match I would love to see, but I'm never going to see? Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that would get you great numbers right away there. Yeah. Right, but it would be a terrible match.
Oh, it would be. I don't think Brock would.
Brock wouldn't understand how to wrestle Bray.
Exactly.
But Bray would understand how to wrestle.
I'm not saying he wouldn't sell. I'm just saying, I agree with you. He wouldn't know how to.
Yeah. The actual interactions he just wouldn't know what to do. How do I fight this man? How is I supposed to work with my style? It just clashed and Brock would be confused.
You know someone that was, I mean, you could even do a champion versus champion program with Dolph and Brock, just to show how powerful Brock is. Because Dolph would sell like a fucking champ. Well, he'd bump like a champ.
If you want
and
one.
And then have Cena come out and...
I thought after WrestleMania we were going to lead to the repeat of the year before, where it was going to be SummerSlam, it was going to be Heyman guy versus Heyman guy, it would be Brock versus Cesaro. I thought that was going to be great. That would give you great big numbers, and I think Cesaro would be one of those ones that you'd watch and you'd think, I don't think that's going to work. Like, I don't think your start would work. And I think Brock and Heyman and everyone would discuss it, and I think Brock would have took some big bumps for him, and everyone would have gone, holy shit, what the fuck is... He would have done a gut wrench and all that, because he could. He's pound for pound the strongest man in the wrestling, right? Yeah. And I think it would have been a great match. Could be, but now the fact is they derailed Cesaro a little bit too much to build that up.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes, so I think now the idea is, we need to give Cena versus Brock, but it's been too soon since we've had the last two matches. We need to give some time, but we can't have Brock fight anyone else because he'll destroy them, which would work traditionally. But what they're trying to do is not have it so it's just Brock's not going to lose. They're trying to make it so that, well, Cena did close the last time.
I mean, the thing is as well, you're right, if you put somebody before Cena, then it kind of just, it just doesn't feel right for a start. So you've got to have the break. I kind of understand that. But
so what they've done is they've gone, right, well, we can't do Survivor Series. What's the next one? Well, TLC. Do we really want to use Brock's numbers on TLC?
So what do you do for TLC, though?
What do you do for TLC? I mean, that's the problem. TLC, because people don't know how to book this, and I haven't got a real good idea on how to book it either, considering you've got Brock as a champion. Your TLC, I think your main event match should be Seth versus someone for the case.
Yeah.
Possibly Roman if he's fit.
I mean, again, this is something you were saying to me as well, by the way, behind the scenes. Surely this is your prime opportunity to take those two mid-card titles.
Yeah, but the IC in the US
and start to really get.
I think they're doing that with the IC.
Yeah.
I would have Dolph versus whoever's challenging at the time, because here's the thing, right? We've got Cena this is all coming down because basically it's a Survivor Series. We don't have a title match. Cena versus the Authority.
Yes.
And now Cena was told, go find a team if anyone will be willing to team with you. And he talked to Brock, and immediately everyone went, right, well, it'll probably be the Usos. Woo! That's racist. Versus someone, the Usos, maybe Ryback, Cena, and someone else.
Yeah.
Now, when it was seen with talking with Dolph, everyone went, well, Dolph. Who's going to be the mystery guy? That was before Ryback returned. It'll probably be Ryback. Everyone went, maybe it's Ryback, maybe it's Bryan. Obviously, everyone was thinking Bryan, but this was pre-Big Show coming out and saying about Bryan. Now, obviously, we know Bryan's got injury, he's not going to come pump back for a long time, which really puts my thinking of Roman being the Royal Rumble winner into jeopardy. I think if he's back in time, which he probably won't be, it really could be Daniel. I think D. Bryan might get that win if he's back in time.
I don't think Daniel will be.
If he doesn't, I don't either, but if he doesn't edge, and he returns long before everyone else thinks, it could happen. So it'll be an interesting. At least it gives the Royal Rumble a bit more who's going to come back and everything else, right? Especially with the rumor being it's 40-man. Because I watched SmackDown recently when they're supposed to have announced it. They didn't announce it.
Yeah.
They did it in the dark.
Yeah.
And it edited it out. So it gives a lot more opportunity. Now, when it comes to TLC, I would have the main event be Seth versus someone for the case, and I think you build that up, and it could be even Dolph case versus title, but I don't think you'd put the title on the line if you're gonna have it. But I'd have
Randy Orton. They could do that program.
Yeah, do that program, and I think you're gonna have Dolph versus someone for the IC title. Obviously, remember you have a ladders match, a TLC match, and a tables match, and of course a chairs match. But they kind of got rid of that last year with just having really a TLC match and a ladder match, didn't they?
Yeah.
I thought it was a tables match. They got rid of the chairs match.
I mean, and you said it as well. One idea you could do for TLC is give Cena the match in terms of a match at night off, but put him on the panel.
Have him watch the have it there, and have Heyman on the screen talking.
And I think it works well because if it's like, so you have a match and say, look, I've got a match at Royal Rumble with Brock Lesnar, I am putting all my focus on that. You know, let these guys put on a spectacle for you tonight, and for Royal Rumble, I will give you a match like no other man can.
Yeah. Why? Because I can. Now, I believe that this is the time where you start with the WWE Network. Is give you the birth of the WWE Network gives you the opportunity to pull back your main event stars on TV to make it so that people want to watch it. People need to subscribe to the network. People need to watch it. You need to buy the pay-per-view. You don't have a network in your country. You know what you do instead?
Yep.
You put on your mid-card, your upper mid-card talent. Your Dolph, your Cesaro, your Barrett, your Sheamus, your Miz, your Rusev shot up there as well, by the way.
Yeah.
He's shot up to that upper mid, in my opinion. Elevate them. Elevate your Seth and your Dean is cusp of main event. Well, they are main event officially now because they're main event of the pay-per-view, but they're on the cusp of main event upper mid in the eyes of most people still, just purely because they haven't main evented more than one.
Yeah. Can I also interject very quickly whilst you inform your next point?
Yeah.
I want to correct some reporting. I won't name who because it was on several websites. But there was reporting that the WWE Network, because the WWE Network is going to be going free.
Yes.
In November.
Yes.
And obviously back, and then in December it'll go back to $9.99, but with no 6-month commitment, which is great.
Yes.
Now, people were quoting, were supposedly quoting a full statement from the WWE, which stated, the November free promotion is for the US over-the-top version of WWE Network, which is also available in more than 170 countries. WWE Network in Canada is distributed through Rogers Communications, and Rogers oversees all marketing promotional campaigns in Canada. So they report this as meaning that the WWE Network free offer was only going to be for the United States.
Well, no, because Monday, 3rd of November...
It's all about the money.
Yes, on Monday, you get...
Yep.
Are you ready for some wrestling? The WWE Network is launched in the United Kingdom.
And allow me...
Which means everybody over here that is my friend can get my password and can watch it without having to use a holder and shit. Which means the connection will be much easier.
Now allow me to quote from WWE.com here. Directly from WWE, WWE Network will be available for free starting Monday, November 3rd through the end of the month, including Survivor Series on web, iPhone, iPad and Android devices. Go to WWE.com on Monday, November 3rd at 8 PM GMT to sign up. WWE Network will be available to you on other platforms including Xbox One, Xbox 360, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Roku streaming devices and select smart TVs on Tuesday, November 18th in time for Survivor Series so you can watch on your big screen TV. Beginning in December, WWE Network will be available for US $9.99 per month with no commitment.
If you are wondering how much $9.99 is, in Great British pounds, it is about £6.20.
Indeed, and if you're a stickler for fact, then that is £6.25.
Wasn't far off, was it?
You were not far off at all.
Do you know how I know that? I've been paying it for the last year. Since
there
it was
you go.
launched, I had a day off.
Just to quelch that rumour,
Yes. Now,
as we're talking about TLC, bring in all the mid-card
elevate
talent
these
up.
mid-card staff, and you know why? Because then when you watch a Raw, you're not getting stuck with watching a Randy Orton Cena match for the 800th time. But when you watch a pay-per-view and it's Randy Orton versus Cena again, you go, oh, I haven't seen this in a while. It actually brings some new thing. Do you know why we suffered because of the television era?
Yeah.
Because back in the day we had tours.
Yeah.
In the northeast, you'd hit the stage. They hit Madison Square Garden once every 3 months, which means when you toured the other places in the States, you could do the same matches you did the night before because you were in a different arena.
Yeah.
You didn't have to change your card but you didn't have to change the program for another 3 months. In the South, like Memphis, Mid-South, Crockett, you run the same things every week. So you do a lot of angles to get everything over. You'd run the same card in different spots in every week, but you'd say in Memphis, you'd be in Memphis on the Monday, you'd be in Nashville on the Tuesday, you'd be somewhere in Oklahoma, you'd move around the different states. I'm trying to remember the places, but I can't, so you have to forgive me. But that would be, but then by the next Monday, you'd be back in Memphis. So you had to rely on angles to get things over.
Yeah.
Now, in the birth of TV, you might be in a different arena, but your audience is the same now.
Yeah.
They watch a Raw, they need original content. They watch a SmackDown, they need original content, which you don't get anymore. SmackDown's basically Raw repeat with a new match.
Yeah.
It's like the old Heat.
Yeah.
You watch, but with the birth of the network, where you get NXT, you get a new content.
Yeah.
So whenever you go on the Raw, you need new. That's why we rely on angles, we rely on promos. Back in the day, Dusty Rhodes would talk someone to an arena, and that would be all you'd need. Dusty maybe come out to a 5-minute promo, bang. That was the next week done, right? He challenged someone to a match. Next week, you'd show the match. Something would happen during the match. Done. Week after that. Next week, there would be an altercation about the two. Week after that, Dusty would challenge again to a rematch. Say Dusty lost. Dusty would challenge to a rematch, and this time we'll do it in this sort of match.
Yeah.
Shenanigans happens, and someone interferes. All right, Dusty comes out the next week, challenges the both of them to a tag match, and next week I'll show you who my partner is, baby. Next week he shows his partners. You keep building it slowly like this, and you can do that all the way up until you built the rivalry to a point where you had your big blow-off match. And do you know what a blow-off match used to be? Steel cage.
Yep.
That was it. That was as simple as it was. Hedgie, a steel cage would be your fucking main event, your blow-off match, 6 months down the line.
Yep.
Do you know what a steel cage match is now?
Yep.
It's a premiere on fucking Raw, on a feud that ended at the pay-per-view the night before.
Yeah.
A last man standing match was introduced, so that was the big blow-off match. And now, it's a match on SmackDown that the result will be spoiled.
Yeah.
It's a match you'll take breaks in the middle of.
Yes.
Hell in a Cell was a match that was deemed so demonic that it would only happen on pay-per-view. It was a match where The Undertaker grabbed Shawn Michaels and lawn darted him, where he was already busted open from using the cell like a cheese grater, into the side of it. A match where Shawn was so scared of being locked in it, he climbed to the top, and as he was on his way climbing the other side to get away from The Undertaker stepped in his hand and he dropped through the table. 6 months later, it was on a fucking Raw, where it was Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin in an unofficial match against Mankind and Kane. Matches don't mean squat anymore. Your storylines is everything, because the ratings were everything.
Yeah.
These days, you need ratings because your sponsors need to know that you're doing good. You need ratings because you need to know that you're actually doing something that people are enjoying. Back in the day, you'd use the match, an angle, a match. That was it. It was simple. And now we're getting complicated. Now we've gotten to a point where yes, sometimes it will work, and when it works, it's Bray Wyatt as a hologram.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll work. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it's the Undertaker. Sorry. And it's John Cena with Bray Wyatt in the mirror.
Yeah.
It's Hulk Hogan in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes angles just don't work.
Yeah.
And it's no one's fault. It just didn't work out the way you had it planned.
Yeah.
You need to focus on what's good. Now, if you can focus on what's good, I mean, they've got the WWE didn't need the WWE network to look on stuff that worked in the past.
Yeah.
They have the library we're now paying to access.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking library that I suggested they could give me access to years ago. I would have paid a lot more than $9.99 a month to get into that access that library.
And frankly, when you think about it as well, like Vince McMahon is incredibly impatient.
Yeah,
And
it's
he's
all
far-
about the now.
Yeah, he's far more
Isn't it?
impatient
Yeah.
than the fans are.
You need to slow build someone.
Yeah, the fans will wait.
Do you know, it's ever since the birth of Goldberg, really.
Yeah.
The birth of Goldberg was an instantaneous hit. The birth of Austin wasn't. It was a slow burn. That's your biggest superstar of all time.
Yeah.
Not your Undertaker,
No,
not
no.
your Shawn Michaels, not your Bret Harts, not your Goldbergs, not your Hogans, not your Savages, not your Rudes, not your Triple H's.
Test the theory. You could play any superstar's music, whose music is going to get the biggest reaction. And the fact is, Austin will always win that.
Pay-per-view, merchandise, pop.
You won it all.
You won it all. He's the most selling merchandise, the best selling merchandise of the WWE of all time. He's the biggest pay-per-view buys of all time.
Guaranteed. If they were on Raw right now and Jay Killer said, by the way, are you a fan of Austin stuff? Well, we're putting Austin stuff on sale right now. Sold out.
There is a
for half an
reason.
hour.
There is a reason that the WWE just released the Attitude Era Volume 2.
Yep.
Where, and on the front cover, the last one was a Sgt. Pepper-like album cover of the of the Attitude Era. You had Triple H and you had the Beatles cover. It was the Attitude Era. On this one, it is simply Stone Cold on the corner doing the old Stone Cold salute, not the finger, the salute.
Yeah.
Now, there's a reason that they know for a fact you put Austin on something, it usually sells.
Yeah.
Because they've been putting skulls and rattlesnakes on things for. It was in 1995, I would have said. 96 was probably the first time the Austin 316 skull shirt was launched.
Probably.
Yeah, after King of Ring, it was Austin 316 and the back was a skull. By the way, the simplicity of that, and it's the highest selling t-shirt of all time. Austin 316 on the back had a skull smoke coming out of it.
Yep.
Simple, done, here we go. Now, when it comes to it, it's real simple as
I
that.
know a lot of people as well will probably be wanting us to comment on the fact that the big rumours where Austin, and we mentioned
Yes,
before,
we mentioned
saying
Austin. Austin has been in training to get back in
He
shape.
said a return,
Yes.
but he never said a return for in action or
Yes,
anything
he
like that,
did.
did he?
He didn't say anything in reaction, and he's always, and of course everybody's going, oh, well, he always said he'd only wrestle one person, that was CM Punk. Well, if he's only going to wrestle one person, he's not returning for any reaction, is he?
Exactly. And right now, I mean, yeah, I don't think, and I'm just gonna like nip this in the bud now, right? I don't think you do Cena because fuck it, why?
I don't think Cena's as tight. I think we play
Yeah.
blondes.
Yeah, I don't think you do Austin. No, Austin, sorry, I mean Triple H.
No.
I don't think you do The Rock.
Although that would be the payoff match that we never saw.
Yeah, don't think it'd be Triple H. Sorry, Triple H. I don't think The Rock. I don't think.
No,
it'd
because
be,
Rock Triple H is happening.
I don't think it'd be any of the authority that you've got going right
It's
now.
Rock Triple H.
Yeah, so one hopes, and it's not gonna be Brock Lesnar.
No,
So who the fuck's it gonna be?
exactly.
Miz. Because
I'd pay to see that.
That's what
I'd be getting my subscription money that month.
I remember that really intense moment where it was going to be Austin and Miz for the WWE title on Raw during that Tough Enough season, and that was going to happen. That was good. Oh, but Alex Riley attacked from behind. Who saw it coming? Well, clearly Austin will be back to exact his revenge. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna be that. Unless they find some way of doing something with Austin and do it smart, Austin won't return. It's as simple as that. Not to in-ring action anyway. Now,
So, moving on.
Survivor Series, Dolph Ziggler is a part of Team Cena.
Yes.
Interesting move. I like it.
Yeah, makes sense.
NXT. NXT, we've watched 2 episodes of NXT since the last time we talked to you lovely, lovely people. In the first one, Adrian Neville faced off with Sami Zayn. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. First one against Titus.
He had a face-to-face with Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
He faced off with Titus O'Neil.
It was Adrian Neville and
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil. Because afterwards,
Yes.
after Adrian
Alright,
Neville...
let's just get it right. We want to see Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville. It's going to happen in the future. Sammy's...
I just want to say, it's been completely spoiled for me what happens in the next few weeks. I'm keeping my mouth shut for geek's sake.
Yeah, I haven't seen the spoilers because I try not to. Now, moving on to the Ascension versus Hideo Itami. Hideo Itami's just waiting to beat the fuck out of them. And he turned around on the most recent episode of NXT after being beat down 4 weeks in a row.
No, like that.
So it's maybe 5.
Something like that, yeah.
Has said 2-on-1 fights is not going to happen anymore. Next week.
Rex!
Next
Next week I bring a friend.
week I bring a friend. So we're all looking forward to that debut, aren't we, people?
Oh, we're looking forward. Count down the days. My Skype is going insane! Not to worry, I've got this handled.
Good. Now, we've seen the debut of Carmella. Bada bing. Hottest chick in the ring. How you doing?
How you doing?
So you've got... Carmella debuted.
Yep.
Big Ends, Zoe got her a chance to be in a second match, and she faced off against the bubbly Emma. In a hell of a match.
Nice match.
It really was a good match.
Emma
It was a good chance to...
Emma showed a bit of a rougher side.
Yeah, and it was a good chance to see what Carmella could do, and she actually has a bit of talent. There's a lot of potential, I believe.
Especially when you got someone like Emma.
Yep. Trained by Lance Storm.
Yes.
Well, probably polished off.
Polished
I mean,
off.
she probably trained other places
yes.
first. Now, I enjoyed that match. It's going to be good. Now, Becky Lynch turned on Bayley.
No!
Bayley's got no friends.
No!
But next week on NXT, she's going to face off with Becky Lynch and
The boss.
the boss,
Sasha Banks.
the best tumbler on WWE roster, Sasha Banks. That's pretty good. It's the only one, I believe. Although I'd be surprised. I would love it if like Sami Zayn secretly ran like WWE Divas edits or something like that. Adrian Neville runs a Lord of the Rings.
They'd be pissed when they found out.
And Adrian Neville runs a Lord of the Rings fucking blog. Why? Because he's a half dwarf, half elf hybrid.
Yay. But yeah.
And so she said she's gonna get. She's not gonna do it. All her friends keep turning up, but next week she's gonna do it. She's gonna bring a friend. That friend being Charlotte, who turned on her.
Why did I forget to sneeze? I apologise.
Bless you. That turned on her first.
Ah, my lungs hurt.
So that'd be interesting to see how that works.
Yeah, I mean that would. But Charlotte technically isn't a friend.
Yes.
So it's like weird.
Now Tyler Breeze came out after Sami
God.
Zayn had a very good match with Titus O'Neil, and declared that. Apparently they're having a match.
Yeah.
Declared-
He basically declared that if he wants to get to the NXT Championship,
He has to go. His road to redemption has to go through Cuteville, which means it will be the Prince Pretty himself, the gorgeous one, Tyler Breeze, versus Insane in the Main Brain.
Insane in the brain.
Love that you get that reference.
I'm an old man.
Yeah, but it's rap, so.
You were there when the Doctor invented it. By the way, speaking of the past, I don't remember Gorgeous George giving you that title, prick. Gorgeous one, my fucking aching ass. And by the way, we all, cute. You're a great wrestler, but you still Dolph Ziggler light in terms of your face.
So it'll be Tyler Breeze versus Insane in the Membrane.
He would kill
Sami Zayn. Yeah. With that beauty shot right to the.
Oh, I would die.
The funny thing is, though, you probably miss your the head with the first foot, and the second one will take you out, which is
I get with the cheap roll up.
which is the foot that's dragging.
I'll get with the cheap roll up. It'd be amazing. And you be no more contender.
Yeah.
Go a minute. You would love, even though we're good friends and buddies, and we spend a lot of time together, unnaturally almost. And the fact is,
Dude, we're a little married.
Yeah, flamingos. But the fact is, you would just love to see Adrian Neville, a proper Geordie lad, local Newcastle guy, kick the shit out of me.
Yeah.
That's just. I'm just saying.
I'd love to see Tyler Breeze kick the shit out of you.
I would take a paycheck.
I'd love to see Hideo Itami kick you once in the chest.
How dare you?
Just once.
That's going too far.
Just once.
That's going too far.
I'd love to see Kevin Steen pick you up by your
Oh, what the fuck?
by your head and
I bought you beer!
I know, but I've got it now. I would love, and I mean love, I would love it, I would love it, to see Bo Dempsey run into you and you go, ow! That's what a mirror looks like.
I'll have you know.
I would love to see you receive a haluva kick.
Okay, no, I would like that as well.
I would love to see Cesaro give you a very European uppercut.
Yeah, okay.
It's a me, Cesaro.
It's very, very kind of you. Prick.
I would love to see Seth Rollins curb stomp you.
We'll go through the entire roster now.
I would love to see Emma put you in the Emma lock.
Adam Rose.
I would love to see Adam Rose give you the party foul, followed by the bunny giving you the bunny hop.
If you were at the start of the show, I'd fire you so fucking hard.
But most importantly,
What, an F5? An F-Sunk? What, an FU? An RKO? A
I would
fucking
love-
Dirty Deeds? A big foot thrown off the top of the cell by Winter? What is it?
No, not that bad. No. I would love to see Roman Reigns Superman punch you the next week.
I'd love to have seen your reaction when Undertaker lost at Mania.
I'd love to see. Bastard, he walked away.
Why are you so mean to me?
Treat him mean and treat him keen.
I'm not that keen on you anymore.
Love to see you get back at Power Drive. Then as you're getting up and you're walking away, okay, you're out of nowhere.
Why?
It'd be funny. And there's a chance you'd cry, and that makes me laugh. Not you crying, just not just you crying, but anyone crying. It's funny.
You know, one day I'm gonna meet
Ooh,
Death.
and a knee trembler. I forgot about a knee trembler.
I'm gonna one day meet.
A big cat boot.
I'm gonna one day meet Death,
Mm.
and I'll make him a deal so I can go back and get your soul.
Well, he's got it, so just pay the sticks, man.
I apologise on behalf of Geek for you Supernatural fans out there.
Well,
It's a Supernatural reference, my friend.
that's good for him.
Moving on.
Good for that one Supernatural fan we have who watches the show.
Moving on.
Guess what? Cass Seattle is bullish and shit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bull Dempsey.
Bull. That was good looking, isn't it?
Anyway, apart from Geek's fetish about me getting hurt and crying,
It's alright. I'd pay money to watch Funk get his ass kicked by the Shield. And you don't want to hear me what I'd pay money to see Al do.
I feel alone in the world when I do this show. I feel very, very alone indeed. Sigh. Anyway.
Here's a nice one for you. I'd love to see Stephanie McMahon put you in a body scissors. That's a nice one.
So Total Divas.
That's a nice one, right?
Yes, it is. Now Total Divas, right?
I'd love to see Lita put you in a headlock submission.
Before I get into trouble.
I'd love to.
Total.
I'd love to see Nikki Bella do your head scissors.
Now we're talking about how
I'd love to see me have an interview with Renee Young.
We all want to say that. Now we were talking about before about my reaction to Brie Bella being a massive cunt. Here's it, because the storyline for Total Divas, right?
Talk to them, not me. I've heard it all before.
The storyline for basically is Brie Bella and her brother bring John Cena to a family dinner without Nikki. Without Nikki Bella, and they basically.
Oh yeah, we're doing a show again, aren't we?
Yeah, and they say, oh, by the way, we think that what you're doing to Nikki is horrible. And they basically, we think you should just let it go and let her fight.
Let it go! Let it go!
Yeah, so we think you should let her go and let her fight what she wants with somebody else. So John Cena goes ahead and does it! I mean, he argues his position at first, like say, well, I never tricked your fucking sister or anything. And the mother, the fucking mother, the voice of reason in the storyline is going, you know, at the end of the day, it's Nikki's life. Maybe you should just let her, I don't know, do what the fuck she want to do. Just fucking say it, but this bitch. But no. The sister and the brother are like, no, John Cena, you're a dick. So John Cena feels so bad for Nikki that his character goes, I feel like I'm holding you back, so you know, and I should let you go. And just so we see the
preview. She turns around and goes, "What the fuck is this, Frozen?"
So Nikki, so you see the previews of the next part of the season. Obviously, this was the mid-season finale.
Mid-season finale, yeah.
You see how
which is funny because every time the mid-season finale ends, it's usually when Nikki and Cena are in some sort of like, will they, won't they get back together?
Well, of course, that's the clincher of the story. But you see the previews, her just going nuclear on Brie, which is just like, wow, so we've got both of them playing face and the heel at the same time. It's fantastic. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, the rest of it was fucking Eve getting married. She looks hot, brilliant, awesome, great, happy day of your life, great, good look.
All red, everything.
Except when she had black hair walking down the aisle.
Really?
Yeah, because when she was a kid, she always had dark hair.
Right.
So to her dad, she was always...
Yeah.
So she wore like a black... Yeah, so she wore like a black wig.
Oh, right.
Which you would have thought she just dyed her hair, but then she took it off for the party where it was all red afterwards. So yeah, so it was basically, you know, it was a nice step, but then
was it as bad as the Rikishi one?
No.
Sorry, the fat movie.
No, she was really nice and stuff. I mean, the priest made the little joke of, do you promise to take Eve Marie as long as even if she never becomes Divas champion? But
which
it was,
won't.
there was...
Then again, Kelly's was given a championship run, so who the fuck knows?
Natty was being a fucking whore, like busy trying to make the wedding all about her.
Tyson moved out.
Tyson moved out. Yeah, Natty did this thing, and this is like the last thing I mentioned about Total News because it's the last interesting thing about it, and I use that term very fucking loosely. You know, basically, she was like, she went at Eve and was like, look, me and Tyson fighting, so can you like move, like, can I like sit like next to your family and have him sit? And he's like, fuck no, because you don't know my family, so fuck off. And I was like, alright. Then later on, she's with which one plays which one's the fucking actor that went to NXT again? Is it Ariana or is it?
Is Cameron down there, is she?
Well, one stayed on Raw, one decided to go to developmental and go to NXT for a bit. Not NXT, just the Performance Centre.
Is
it Ariana or is it?
Is it married to?
No, she's the one that married to Vinny.
Oh, she's got. I don't think they're married. Engaged to Vinny.
Oh, engaged to Vinny.
That's Ariana, yeah.
Anyway,
Cameron.
I think it was them two. Basically, Natty went because they've got this big board where all the seating arrangements are. Natty was going to go with a pen. She nicked the pen and fucking threw us. Right, Natty, we're going to get a cocktail. Natty's trying to fucking write. I'm like, you're a psycho bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, you make your dad look fucking sane. What the fuck are you doing?
You did send that.
So it's like, totally. I was just kind of like watching. Going, this is as close as I'm going to get to watching a soap opera.
Well, WWE TV.
Apart from WWE. What I mean is like something that isn't wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is as close because I will say this.
It's the closest I get to reality TV.
Some of it is funny as hell. Some of it is just kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's the closest I get to reality TV. Oh.
So anyway, that's what I'm going to mention about. That's what I'm going to mention about Total Divas.
PWG bitches.
What about PWG?
I've been watching Bowler, the Battle of Los Angeles.
No, can I just point out, this is what Geek King does. Geek King, see, my little brother, right?
Funk!
My little brother, Funk, the Low Walker one, is pretty good at wrestling, right? But his style is kind of like Dean Ambrose unhinged. You heard me right. And Adam is, what he wants to do is learn new wrestling moves, because what happens is he sees a wrestling move, and like the Taskmaster of Marvel fame, kind of goes, oh, I know how to do that now.
Sick reference, bro.
Thank you. And now what happens is a geek goes, let me show you this PWG match. Let me show you this Shikara match. Let me show you this New Japan Pro Wrestling match. Let me show you this ROH match. Oh look, here's ACH. Oh look, here's Ava. Oh look, here's Adam Cole. Here's Cassius Ohno.
Oh look, here's Lightning Lock Gamma.
Oh look, here's Kenta. Oh my god. And then Adam comes along a couple of days later, me and him have a bit of a wrestle, and all of a sudden, I'm now in the shape of an inverted fucking pretzel. And wondering, what the fuck happened with my life? And I realise what happened with my life. It's called a big bearded fuckwit called Geek King who goes, allow me to give you a bunch of material that will certify that your brother dies.
Geek, how long did it take me to learn Lucky 13? It took
about 13 seconds.
I watched the entire move twice and figured out how it was done.
I didn't know that. That's NXT. That's got nothing to do with PWG.
No, PWG from that I learned.
Shut up! I did not show him any PWG. We were watching an educational video.
We were watching old school EC dub.
Yeah, that's better.
Old school EC dub, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It was old school EC dub where it was the Young Bucks and Adam Cole versus Zack Sabre Jr. What?
that's PWG.
No, it's not. Chuck Taylor and Kenny Omega. What?
Not old EC dub guys, they're PWG guys.
Shh, he doesn't know that.
Yes, I do.
Shit!
I watched as Kenny Omega battled an inflatable doll in Japan and utilised fucking Zangief's finishing manoeuvre from the Street Fighter game.
Hey, he didn't do that.
I watched him deliver the Kamehameha to a 9-year-old girl.
Well, he only did that to Adam Cole in this one.
Geek. You could have gone Tommy Dreamer and...
How are the people out there supposed to know who the fuck Tommy Dreamer is in relation to Adam Cole?
Geek, we were supposed to not mention Adam Cole.
You only learnt a few moves from Zack Sabre Jr.
Geek, that's not going to help this.
Who?
Geek.
You only learnt a few moves from Zack Sabre Jr. who happens to train at the Noah Dojo.
Oh dear, oh god.
And is an Englishman. He only learnt a couple of things. And they won't hurt you.
I promise they were not submission moves whatsoever.
Yes, they will.
They weren't submission moves.
What were they?
They were submission holds.
Ah, so they are submission moves!
No. Because technically, you won't be able to move. No, don't give him the weapon. He simply learnt how to put on a armbar at the same time as doing a step toe hold.
I think I might use this one as Sparnex as like a ring jack.
I want to know why you hate me so much.
I don't. I love wrestling. And I love showing people excellent wrestling.
And
the young man is in a toga.
1 minute.
The Little Walker 1 is always in a toga.
Toga.
Hashtag.
Toga.
Hashtag half nipple.
Okay.
Hashtag shout.
So 1, stealing my lines.
Hashtag cross.
2, talking over the top of me and teaching my little brother how to kill me.
No! He said he promised...
Just maim or seriously injure.
You promised not to show it, to do it on him anyway.
Yes, I did. I promised I wouldn't do it on you.
Yes,
We weren't-
except
because we're not sparring.
Except
nothing. We weren't sparring.
And to be fair, that was just the main event of night 1, right?
let me just remind everyone where I'm at in my life. I'm doing DDP yoga every morning. Bye. In order to actually be able to move, due to the many injuries I've suffered, especially when I had my back caved in at the age of 12.
Yeah.
I could just about keep up with you guys because I had a couple of weeks training from a wrestler when I was younger, and I developed a love of chain wrestling.
I will break your arm and beat you with it.
What's partially mine?
It's all mine. The fact is, I am desperately trying to keep up with people, but let's have a look at the panel. Like, let's see who's behind door number 1. Door number 1, Hedgy Brick.
Hello.
Naturally fit, quick, agile, slippery little fucking eel, can get out of most submission holds. Geek King.
Hi.
Geek King. Powerhouse. Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Hard hitting.
Yeah.
And frankly, also knows how to get out of most submission holds.
Yeah.
The Lone Walker 1.
I did a lot of jiu-jitsu.
The reigning and defending DFTBA champion for over 2 years.
Submission.
No, you lost it last year to him.
Submission.
You know, if you remember, you won't even tell.
Submission
No, FTBA.
supreme. Fast. Insane. will simply leap at you and just beat the ever-living fuck out of you.
Wow,
I will literally beat the breath out of you. Once he's done that, that's his warm-up done.
Listen, I am
SteveJones313, broken back.
Everybody in the 313, raise your motherfucking hands up just like me.
You're everybody 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me.
1 2 minute 187.
I was doing the last bit.
Now, SteveJones313, broken body, broken back, broken knees, broken ankle, broken everything.
Still managed to pick me up.
Still managed to pick you up because I've got a hidden strength. But then, I'm not as quick, I'm not as agile. All I've got to rely on is my knowledge of submission-based wrestling and pressure points. Still doesn't fucking help when one of them is you, one of them is him, one of them is him, and you're teaching him everything in Japan!
Everything in Japan.
Most of my pressure points don't work.
Do you know the weird thing is? You have your own. I don't have my own. I'm gonna go write my own. I'll be back in a minute.
You have your own what?
You know, you have like the Prince of Professionalism. He has the Geek King.
Yeah, but he is the sort.
We haven't got time.
He's the patron saint of the social. Patron saint of the social, maniacal Marvel, the dictator of DC, the master of Marvel, the director of Dark Horse. I am the pedantic prince.
The Duke of Tweed, the Lord of Losers, the Extreme Enthusiast, the Maniacal Mark, the Idealist Inca.
Yeah, and I am the Prince of Professionalism, the pedantic prick, the sometimes ignored, hashtag boss, SteveJones313. It just happens.
Can I make my own?
And if you remember, you were the mascot, the mini funk, the littlest guy in the fight, the hardest with the biggest fight.
I know, but since we're talking wrestling, I think I should get my own.
Okay, look, go for it.
You were the saint of the anti-social. Yeah, because I'm the patron saint of the social.
Getting back to the show. Getting
How
back
does
to
it sound
the
to you, Geek? The saint of the socially awkward.
No, I'm the
Okay, what was mine again? The saint of
You were the saint of the anti-social.
The saint of the antisocial, the emperor of entropy, the prince of pain.
No, you can't be a prince, he's a prince.
Never find me in heaven because my 187s, I am a lone walker 1.
There you go. What the fuck is that?
The interrupting button from hashtag shout.
Yeah, guess what? Don't work in this shit. I run this show.
I demanded the interrupting button.
Did it not change the topic?
It did, thankfully.
We have finished.
Did you see what you've brought me to? To bring in fucking running jokes from other shows that this company does. The one who gets productions. Check out the channel.
Guys, you've only got 27 minutes left.
Getting back on subject.
Bye, guys.
Let's stop.
I showed him PWG. I showed him one match. Did we finish the other match? We were halfway through Candice LeRae versus Rich Swann. Yeah, we're gonna watch the rest of this. I got 2 more nights to watch on me. I got a full weekend of PWG.
Okay,
right.
Okay, Geek. Let me put this in, right?
Actually, I got a full year's worth. Actually,
so many moves. What you're doing to me by showing Adam all these things
is helping you work out harder.
Whoa! 1 minute. Don't want to interrupt you and ruin your flow. I just like to add something there. I'm showing Hedgie Brick as well.
Yeah.
I'm training Hedgie Brick.
So what you're doing to me...
I will show you, but you freak out every time that something happens.
It involves murder.
What you're doing to me, Geek King, would be like me buying all of the beer and then giving it to Jizmy.
Why would you do a thing like that?
I don't know, Geek. Why would I do a thing like that?
I was showing this.
Why would I?
I love wrestling. And I was trying to spread the love of wrestling, right? Like herpes. You can't spread it unless you got it. That's right?
Geek, sometimes I wonder if secretly, it's not that you like me, you just want to usurp my position.
Yo, I'm a king and ruler of the geek realm, Geekeros. I don't need to usurp fuck all.
Yes, but if you got rid of me...
Who would do my taxes?
I suppose I could...
No, you're the master of swords.
Yeah. This isn't a sword.
I might not make it to next week's show. I might be dead.
PWG has actually announced the...
Dead. I might be dead.
PWG has announced the entitled...
And in the shape of an inverted pretzel.
Stephen, we're not sparring anytime this week.
Their next show is called Untitled 2.
Well, that's a great fucking title.
Untitled harder.
And which will feature You ready for this one, Funk?
Oh
No.
God.
The main event of Ricochet
Oh God.
Okay.
versus Kyle O'Reilly for the PWG World Championship.
Ricochet! I get to
God.
learn!
How to fly.
I could feel the pain already entering my body.
I'm a flag geek!
Now, speaking of
I feel
pain,
my bones already breaking.
Michael Elgin.
Oh, that guy.
They have announced that Michael Elgin will be returning to Ring of Honor at the next pay-per-view. Or the next show, sorry, Survival of the Fittest.
So basically,
So Ring of Honor have sorted out
What?
the deal and he will be returning.
what even? So what? We said it's all at work, or
No, they've sorted out the deal.
okay?
Yeah. Trying to think of anything else I want to talk about, and it's kind of just disappeared. We were supposed to talk about the families, that the wrestling families, which we'll do that next episode.
Yeah, we'll leave that next week.
And we were supposed to continue our booking, but quite frankly, we have to listen to the rest of the last of the rest of the episodes to work out what we were actually gonna book. So yeah, thank you for watching, and boss, plug some shit.
You can follow us.
Actually, wait a minute. Do we have any questions in Fan Corner?
No.
Of course we don't, because you don't ask. You don't do anything. Why don't you do anything? Do I really have to go out there and start promoting the show again? Because I can't be asked for that shit.
Just remember that if you want us to answer any wrestling questions on the show, you can always send them to us at totalmarkout.com/ask. And you can also get Geek King's suggestions in You Gotta Watch. This is where Geek King can give you advice on certain things you should watch. For example, and try to keep this short and sweet, my friend.
Why? We've got 23 minutes of it.
I don't know. But say someone said, "Yo, Geek King, if I wanted to see an example of a great Divas match in the WWE,
Right.
of any genre, just a great match, where would I go?
Main roster?
Any Divas match.
Okay, Charlotte versus Natalia from TakeOver. Paige versus... I guess Paige versus AJ, the first one. SummerSlam. It wasn't great, but it was good. Lita versus Trish at Raw for the main event. That was a good one. And I'll wrap it up with a match I personally really enjoyed, which was Payback, Caitlyn versus AJ.
And if I say, "Hey, yo, Geek, what's a great example of a Jay the Snake promo?"
Fuck me, anything you want to... Any promo for Jake the Snake was great.
There you go.
I mean, to give you an example, go to his Macho Man feuds, where you'll see a really evil Jake, and go to Ravishing Rick Rude feud, which is quite hard for me to say after a few beers. Pardon me. Nicely timed. And you'll see a determined Rick face version of Jake. But I honestly believe Jake Roberts could go onto Raw this week, and you could have Jake, Bray, and Dean, and Jake would outshine the both of them.
You could always ask for those.
There has never been a more evil and scarier man than Jake the Snake Roberts.
And you could ask for those suggestions again. totalmarket.com/ask. Follow us both.
Usually it's free. Do you know me for a third one out?
No.
Frick.
You teach Aaron to kill me. Now, you could also follow...
I'm going to bring over a hard drive tomorrow.
Yay!
You can also follow us both, SteveJones313.tumblr.com, GeekKing.tumblr.com, and TWAProductions.com. That is a company that...
And totalmarkout.com.
Well, that is our main website.
I don't post anything on it anymore, apart from shows, but yeah.
Oh, we're getting it. We've got things that are coming.
And I've got, yeah, TW.
And stuffs. Well, we've got plans. We've got fucking plans, brother.
Have we?
Brother.
Have we?
Oh, yeah.
Have we?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Shut the face.
Really?
Geek. Let's not do this right now.
Really?
Don't do this to me, Geek. Geek. Stop it. No.
Really?
Geek.
Really?
Geek, don't give me that miss.
Riley.
Geek.
Riley.
Really?
Riley.
Really?
Riley.
Really?
Riley.
Really?
Riley.
Really?
Randy.
Really?
Jimmy.
Bill.
You can also follow. You can also. You can also follow us on Twitter at SteveJones313 at Geek King, and of course.
But if you would like a more entertaining Tumblr, I recommend going to at WWE REALEST GY. I think that's right.
You're doing wonders.
Enzo Amore.
Great wonders, my friend. You are a shining example to plugging.
If you want a more entertaining some Twitter, go to @ERIKVANDJISMIE.
Ooh.
Oh, dude. Whatever.
I personally wouldn't recommend it, but I just thought I'd throw that out there because it hasn't been plugged in the show in like a season and a half.
Man, when we get home. And of course, a great.
Fucking idiot.
If you want to perhaps buy some of our merch, we have merch. Give us merch powers, and we will defeat that fucking cunt John Cena.
Fuck you, pay me.
SteveJones313.spreadshirt.co.uk. Yes, it's my name, but that's only because I already had the account. So fuck it.
I have an account as well, but I don't actually know what the password is.
So you can buy our brand new Total Markout t-shirt. Maybe you want to get a Team Geek King t-shirt to show your loyalty to the King of Geekaros. Maybe you want to show your support for the fucking producer that has to attempt to produce this bullshit on a weekly fucking basis, almost.
Now remember.
Yeah.
You've got to take a lot of the pauses out, lots of the bullshit out, the laughs.
Yeah.
Can't have laughs.
No giggling.
No giggling.
No giggling.
Deadly serious.
No giggling and no coughing.
Exactly.
Ah!
That was just a waste of time.
I know.
Now. Or perhaps.
Did you just swear as you were falling off a bridge?
No, I said cough.
Blood to die.
So anyway, you can buy those t-shirts on that shirt. And we also have just the standard Total Markout t-shirt. We have the Geek King Scarface t-shirt and the SteveJones313 Scarface
I
t-shirt.
can't see that.
I'm just saying, shut up with my mannerisms. Alright, we've got them on there. We've got them. Buy them. Just fucking buy them. And, we'll be...
Bye.
At this time next year, we'll be millionaires.
No, we won't, boy.
Oh, don't. But anyway, that's gonna...
If we are, I'll give you a pund. Scottish. See what I did there? It's like a Canadian dollar. It's fuck all, really.
No, I'm just hoping that if some people win the lottery, they might give me, about 125.
I'll tell you what, if I win the lottery, I'll give you 125
that's
grand.
a weird bet, that is.
It is a weird bet. Anyway,
You're wasting all your money on gambling, man.
I got a fiver on it.
well, I'll put 2 fivers on it.
Well, I wouldn't do that in 1 week.
I might
No.
put a third if I'm.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, you got to face the bookies. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
You know when to hold them, know when to walk away.
know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting.
When the dealing's done.
How'd it make you feel? Made me feel like crap.
Other country songs are available.
Bye.
We haven't done a Stone Cold sing along in a while.
No, we haven't.
Not since famous scenes in history.
Delta Dog. What's that? We haven't got time for that shit.
Delta Dawn, what's that colour you got on?
So anyway, let us escape this madness because Geek's got beer to drink and these two have got beer to try to fight off him. So, from
Try me. I'll make you famous.
the maniacal Mark, the patron saint, the social awkward, the dictator of DC, the master of Marvel, the director of Dark Horse, he is the nasty nerd, he is none other than Geek King, from the pedantic prick, the prince of professionalism, the sometimes uploader,
I love that.
hashtag boss, SteveJones313,
I came up with that one on the fly and I just like free
and
one.
of course from our old friend, the one's mascot of the show, the local one, from our audience member, Hedgie Brick, is goodbye. And ladies and gentlemen,
I love how he's the mascot now. We've just that's all, folks.
it is goodbye from us. Geek, tell us how we leave this show.
Log off.